Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to CF Montreal versus New York City FC in the second Eastern Conference semifinal of the 2022 MLS Cup playoffs. We will know who goes to Philly to face the Union next Sunday within the next 90 minutes. More like 2 hours, but 90 minutes of game time. Maybe more. I don't think this goes all the way, though. I don't think this goes over 90 minutes. Who knows? Maybe they're so closer than I expect. Well, with that being said, lineups are as follows for CF Montreal under Wilfried Nancy, the 3-5-2. In goal, James Panamis. The back three, Kamal Miller, Rudy Camacho, and Joel Waterman. The midfield five, Lassi Lapalainen, Jordi Mihailovic, Victor Wanyama, Samuel Piet, and Alistair Johnston. And the front two, Ishmael Kone and Kai Kamara. Still no Romel Kyoto. Interesting. With NYCFC, it's a 4-2-3-1 under interim manager Nick Cushing. In goal, you got Sean Johnson. The back four, Anton Tinnerholm, Thiago Martins, Maxime Chanot, Alex Cayens. The midfield two, Nicolas Acevedo, Maxi Morales. Front three, or midfield attacking three, Gabriel Pereira, Santi Rodriguez, Kevin O'Toole, and Hebert. Up top. With that being said, match will be on in a couple of minutes, but we'll go through the comments after talking about those 11s. Of course, I have Montreal going through on my bracket. Do I really want NYCFC to win? Yes, but I'm still going with my gut over my heart in my bracket. Seems like this year's the year to do that because there hasn't been many upsets. We may just have two conference finals of the 1 versus 2, the top 4 seeds in the MLS Cup playoffs. The top 4 teams in MLS still are the only ones left. How weird would that be for the first time in God knows how long? By 9 o'clock, we'll know. Hold on. There we go. Hello, Cellar Door. How we doing? I'm doing good. I told you Greg Vanny and the Galaxy won get 2022 MLS Cup, which means I won my bet. I won't have to shave my head this year. My awesome win this year might make me try my luck next year as well. Yeah. With the same type of bet, that is where not to shave my head. I'm not doing any type of money bets. Smart. If DC United, Sounders, Crew, Orlando, Salt Lake, Vancouver, and Toronto couldn't get 2022 MLS Cup, what made Greg Vanny and the Galaxy fans think the Galaxy could? Well, they made the playoffs. There's the difference. But still, to be fair to Logan and the rest of the Galaxy fans, I could definitely imagine 2023 version of Galaxy running the entire Western Conference over. They got to make the right moves, though, as you said. So the game I posted is near final seconds is Wydad 2, Raja Casablanca 1, 90-plus minute. Sup, guys? I can't believe I'm up. I'm so tired and exhausted. Well, that's what happens when they give you a 12 o'clock game when it's really only going to start at 12:25. I'm not happy to be up this early either, but MLS said, screw you. Just in general, you know. But here I am, fueled by my hate of Montreal and the jealousy of having to see them in the playoffs and Toronto's golfing and not giving a shit just in general. But the team, not the fans. The team doesn't care. The fans, oh, they do. I'm going to take a bath after this game. Very therapeutic, though. It's Sunday, of course. I mean, I got 5 hours in between. I can take a bath, eat, and then still be ready for 7 o'clock. Shit. That's the only good thing about this big gap, you know? Even extra time, even if there was extra time or penalties. That's the one good thing. Yeah. They've halted the game 3 times due to flare smoke. Sounds awesome. TV has the New York City game, so I am able to watch it. Nice. I love it. I was watching Notre Dame, and UNLV got stomped on. What do you think was going to happen with UNLV? I believe in Montreal this year, not next year. Well, I mean, they're losing Jordy Mihailovic. They're losing some of their better players next year. So, yeah, this is like all in at this point. Now, I don't think Wilfried Nancy they're going to suck Montreal, but they're definitely going to take a step back. They may miss the playoffs next year, and they may take a step back. They will take a step back, but I don't know if it'll be as drastic as I would want it to be. You know? But as long as Toronto finishes above them, that would be great. But that's next year. This is all in for Montreal right now. Because they're losing Mihailovic. They're probably losing Johnston, especially if he's good at the World Cup. They're losing a lot of their best players, and the problem is they're probably not going to really get replaced besides maybe MLS veterans, no one Saputo. So this is like the all-in year. I'll be back for Dallas, Austin after Montreal versus NYCFC, and I'll be back for it too. Don't worry. Also, Duke stomped Miami so much that the last 5 minutes on the radio broadcast, they mentioned the fans just exiting the seats. I saw that Miami fan that was crying. Predictions? 2-1 Montreal. 2-1 Montreal. And I hate it, but I'm going my gut. 2-1 Montreal. I hate it, but it is what it is. What up, Ryan? I want Montreal to win, but I have a feeling NYCFC is going to win. It's the opposite for me. My heart wants NYCFC. My gut feels like Montreal is going to win. So, and I'm going to go with my gut. It hasn't failed me yet this playoffs, so I'm going to go with my gut, even though I want to puke. Oh, so it's the opposite. NYC 2, Montreal 1 for you. Yeah, for sure. Any updates on Orlando City transfer rumors? I've checked every day and none said. There's been nothing for Orlando City. There was one rumor for Toronto, and there's been nothing for Orlando. It's not time yet for rumors. That's more like post-Thanksgiving. For either. Game's about to start. Agreed. I think they'll fight for the last playoff spot next year. That's what I could see under Wilfried Nancy for Montreal. They'd be like 9th, 8th, or 7th, somewhere around there. They won't completely fall back to the bottom of the conference. I believe in, even though I'm a Toronto fan, I believe in Wilfried Nancy way too much. He's a damn good coach. Montreal should have been nowhere near the playoffs last year. They were this close. This year, second in the league. Or third in the league, second in the East. Wilfried Nancy's an amazing manager. I can't hate. I can hate, but I can't disrespect. If you get what I'm saying, KP says go NYCFC. But I know you're not for Toronto. I am, though. Of course. I am, but I know you're not. I'm just. See, the fact that I'm at least somewhat diplomatic here, you should be happy. I made him feel like shit with my TikTok. That Miami fan, he saw it. They saw it. I mean, I don't know why they're complaining. I could complain more about Toronto or Mississippi State like that, and I wouldn't be wrong. But Miami just. I don't know what's going on. Maybe go to full chat recap or something. I don't know. YouTube is YouTube. I have no idea. Duncan says, come on, City. It hurts my heart, but I think it'll be 2-1 NYCFC. Flip that. Same sentence, but I think it'll be 2-1 Montreal, but it hurts my heart. Montreal sucks debate over. It's on, in Canada, it's on TVA Sports and TSN, ESPN, and USA. Somebody put the Buff Streams link in the chat. Because I shouldn't do that, but I know somebody else can. Loopholes. Yeah, I think he did see it. Honestly, when Nancy got hired, I thought Montreal was going to turn into a dumpster fire. I thought that too, but turns out the team who turned into a dumpster fire was TFC. Or at least went back to being a dumpster fire. After being a polished turd. Yeah, I love it. Not really, but my other comment about Orlando, where was it? I think you did see it. Where was the Orlando? I told you about the transfer rumors. Tampa versus Carolina Panthers. Also, I'm sad McCaffrey's gone. Tom Brady will rip the Carolina Panthers apart. And if he doesn't, he's done. Stick a fork in him. Giselle actually is a witch. I feel so nervous for my favorite sports team, NYCFC. I love the team so much. It's helped me get through some of the most difficult moments in my life. Whatever happens today, I'm proud of the team, what the team has become. Hello, Salvador. Saludos. Put Abu Dhabi Sports 2 live in Google. And by the way, stream is our Arab audio. Hey, that works perfectly for if Eric is still here. Just do what Orlando Winvo said and mute the audio and listen to me. Dubs. Just listen to Winvo if you're still here. The last two comments. There you go. Well, I probably should write that down, shouldn't I? Just in case, too. But I'll come back to this and write that down, too, tell you the truth. But not right now. Because I'm not using the book. Because this match is just live. I'll come back to that, though. For the games that I can't get on TV or Fubo or whatever. Or whenever we do that. Which we still haven't done yet, but Well. With that being said, I hope Stotts Budo, for their sake, is Abu Dhabi isn't showing MLS after 2022. Well, it's still 2022 right now. And that's not the problem for me. That's called Apple TV. I'm good with Apple TV. It's called Canadian Championship and Canadian Friendlies. Exactly. 12 minutes till kickoff. What time's the MLS game today? 12 plus 12. So 12 o'clock was the posted time. You had 12 minutes. That's 12:18 kickoff. 7 p.m. is the second match. With that being said, Fubo TV seems nice. The situation seems nice to me as well. What it is seems nice to me as well, but we haven't. Make sure this is on the right. Okay, good. Must be 12:16 then. 1 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern, yes. I can't believe the Yankees are about to get swept. Honestly, I just want whoever comes out of the NL to win the World Series at this point. This. It's not late night yet. Trying to be a bit diplomatic here. But look up Watchalong FC from Libya and have a TFC-like logo. Oh. Well, yeah, I guess Giselle actually is a witch. Damn it. What's going on with the Yankees? They're just lifeless, frankly. I ain't never seen it like this. Well, they can't hit either right now. Aaron Judge ran out of home runs. chasing Roger Maris in the end. Well, no, Wolff hit 700 and then got dumped out of the playoffs right off promptly. So, I mean, oh, there you go. Both players who chased home run records both got dumped as promptly as they probably could and haven't played well in the playoffs. Check highlight heaven quickly. 5 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws in MLS for NYCFC since Tati Castellanos' departure on July 25th. Not too bad of a record. Then you had the Campeones Cup, that's 6. And then 7, if that's just regular season play. It's basically 500 for New York. That ain't too bad. Haven't lost in 5 matches, so I'm going to guess that 3 of those wins at the very least came in the past 5 games. The lineup for NYCFC, we got Sean Johnson in goal, the back 3, Thiago Martins, Maxime Chanot, Alex Kynes. ESPN has a back 3. Fatmob has a front or back 4. Acevedo, Tanner Holmes, Santi Rodriguez, Nick O'Toole, midfield 4. Gabriel Pereira, Maxi Morales, Hebert, front 3. How did Fatmob screw that up so bad? Oh my. I thought Google was worse. Interesting. Has all the right players at least. CF Montreal 12-1-3 in the last 16 games. For them, they've been damn good. $82 minutes. Newcastle's beating Tottenham? Lol. I think he's gone. I think he's going to play somewhere else. You know, I say Racing pulls off the somewhat. Is it a Cinderella story? I think, is that what we were talking about earlier? Yeah. Racing. I'll root for a Cinderella story. So Texas A&M lost to South Carolina for the first time yesterday. Hey, it could always be worse. We could beat Texas A&M. CF Montreal in goal. James Panamis, back 3, Joel Waterman, Rudy Camacho, Kamal Miller, Alistair Johnston, Lassi Lapalainen, Samuel Piet, Victor Wanyama, midfield, Jordy Mihailovic, Ismail Kone, and Kai Kamara, striker. What's going on with Kyoto? Because he's on the bench. It's not like he's injured. 5 minutes to kick off. New York City FC trying to defend their MLS Cup. Still alive in the tournament. We did not make the playoffs. No. Of course not. So you already knew the games. I can admit Montreal's been better than us all year, except that one Canadian championship game. I don't even know how the hell we won that semifinal. I watched it. I still don't understand. So, had no point. So, Ryan, who goes somewhere next year in MLS? Top 5 players you think will transfer? Free agents wise, Ronaldo from Man United to San Jose. I mean, Toronto's thing is free transfers right now on big name players, and we need a DP striker. So you know what? Perfect situation. Cristiano Ronaldo to Toronto FC. Why not? Why not take the chance, frankly? But free agents wise, I think Aaron Long goes to Toronto FC. I think Kyans stays with New York. I think Sean Johnson goes to Toronto FC. I think Oso. I feel like 60-40. I still feel like it's more likely he leaves than stays. And if he does, it's either somewhere in the level of what Forrest was for Larea or the Galaxy. I just have a bad feeling. And I see Joveljic from the Galaxy getting traded. To where, I have no idea, but I see him getting traded. We need a DP striker too. Portland, says Rory. Yep. Inter 4-3 saw the TikTok live for Fiorentina when it was blown for the Fiorentina through his commentator through his headset said Vafanculo. Okay. Nice. I love it. I love it. That's just shameless. Russell Wilson's washed. That's just shameless. That's always what you need. Red Bulls. Everybody here is a friend. Way I see it. Match is about to kick off. Here we go. Statsaputo somewhat rocking. I'm honestly surprised. I would hate that. Like, if he was going to leave, going to freaking Red Bull, honestly, staying at LA is honestly better for Dejan Joveljic. And just being the third striker. Jeez. But with that being said, here we go. Match is about to kick off. Montreal in the black jerseys. And hopefully it stays that way. At least it didn't happen at least Montreal, if they do win, the one thing I can say is at least it didn't happen this straight up next year. Drew Fisher is the main referee. Canadian Drew Fisher. Which makes absolutely seems like a fix, but I don't know. Qatar 2, Guatemala 0. How the hell? I guess Tenaneta ain't really working out at Guatemala, isn't it? Red Bull's going to do their normal thing and do absolutely nothing this offseason. At least you expect it. Here we go. Match about to kick off. Corey Richardson and Oscar Mitchell Carvalho are the assistant referees. John Freeman, the fourth official. VAR is Chris Penso. Oh, hell, here we go. Chris Penso's going to make some stupid call on VAR. I can't wait just to see it. Arsenal tied 1-1. I saw that. Drew Fisher from Alberta, yes. And Montreal have kicked off. Montreal in the black, New York in the powder blue, the city blue. And here we go. Stade Saputo was filled up to the brim just like it was against Orlando. I respect that, as it should be. It's a playoff game. 20 seconds in. Here we go. And Montreal on the front foot so far. That's out for a throw for NYCFC. Waterman, good defensive play there from Joel Waterman. Agent Rudy Camacho. Panamis plays it forward. A game I don't want to have mentioned again, thank you. What did I mention? Didn't you bring it up, though? What did I do? I didn't even say anything about that game. What the score? Oh, the Orlando game. I didn't even say the score. Now, that one I did bring up. I thought you were talking about Arsenal for a second. Well, it's kind of hard to tell the story of the playoffs if I don't mention it, you know. I wouldn't be doing my job. And it was also sort of a pot shot at the fact Stade Saputo's never full unless the match actually matters. So technically, you both caught stray. Well, no, it was a pot shot at Montreal, but you caught a stray, okay? At least it could fill their stadium for playoffs. I respect it, though. That's a save from Panamis. Be a goal kick. Two minutes, 0-0. And Kamal Miller, just be okay. We need him for the World Cup. Get up, get up. Interesting. Hmm. 3 minutes in. Jordy M says 2-1 win for NYCFC. Really don't want to see this game go all the way to extra 30. Don't need the extra stress. I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. Or at least it won't go to an extra 30. I don't know if you'll win, but well, I mean, it could be very close. Who knows? Sean Johnson getting pressed. At least he didn't give up a howler to Montreal. That would be a bad sign. A very bad sign. He's probably destined to go to Toronto. That would be a bad sign. Bad sign. The Cincinnati Red Bull game was a bad look for MLS. It was a playoff game. It was barely half full. Yeah, at least Montreal filled their stadium for 2 playoff games. Red Bulls can't. I never thought Montreal would be better at something than Red Bull. But hey, at least they're there when it matters, you know? Or the 401 Derby, for that matter. I mean, I will give them that. Away 401 Derbies, except for 2020, have been pretty full. So I'll give them that. That or a playoff game. But I know they could do better because they filled the freaking Olympic stadiums. I know they could do better. Big up. How we doing, Diogo? I think the NYCFC will get to the finals versus Dallas. Oh, yeah. Club America got eliminated yesterday. I was so happy. I'm like, the way it happened was just so Schadenfreude-inducing. I had to laugh. They've been the best team during the season. That's the thing about Liga MX. It's just so weird. But it's also the Red Bulls. I don't think time is an excuse. It's just the Red Bulls being the Red Bulls. Metro Stars being Metro Stars. I mean, I don't think it really matters what time the match was. Goal for City is what I'm hearing. Plays forward. Cross in. Hit bad. Morales! Maxi Morales puts it in. Close range. Goal. 1-0. 1-0 New York. Maxi Morales. What a goal. Maxi Morales, the legend of New York City FC and what could be his last ride, put them ahead. 1-0 in the 5th minute. New York are up. Maxi Morales still has New York able to defend their championship in a calm, composed, collected strike. About 8 yards out for Maxi Morales. He was in the 6-yard box. There you go. Yep. And he just roofs it. Maxi Morales. Boom. Beats Piet Miller and Agent Rudy Camacho. 2 goals in the playoffs for Maxi Morales. Would it be nice to see a City-Philadelphia rematch in the Eastern Conference Finals? Yes, because I don't have to worry about Montreal going to the MLS Cup Final. But this ain't over yet. Montreal, get your stuff together. And my bracket was probably screwed anyway. 6th minute, Maxi Morales, and this could be another. Santi Rodriguez cross gets to Jordy Mihailovic. Yes. NYCFC, Newcastle might get top 4 this season. Top 6. I'll go there. Next year's probably top 4. But this year's weird anyway. Just in general. Icardi scored for Galatasaray. Good. Good for him. Wait, he went to Galatasaray? What the hell? Spurs lose to Newcastle 2-1. I saw that. But New York City's defense of their championship is breathing alive. Oh, not breathing alive, but yes, Ryan. Holy shit, am I missing something? How far behind am I? I freaking fast forwarded this and I'm still a little bit behind. There we go. 7:47 is about the right. 7:52, there we go. Okay, Montreal. Go to hell. Montreal, go to hell. Where's the Kuwait comment? What Kuwait comment? There we go. You saw the post where I showed Kuwait Hockey League. Their only game I'd seen had Falcons versus Warriors, and Falcons won 7-0. Holy crap. There's a hole in Quebec that they call Montreal. Go to hell, Montreal. Go to hell. Hello, Angus. How we doing? Shara C's back says, come on, New York. Believe Ryan NYC will win another MLS Cup. Their defense is still alive. It's fully alive, I should say, because they're up. Montreal are down 1-0, 9 minutes into the match. Which I'm not complaining about it. Maybe my full bracket's completely dead if this holds, but I'm not mad about it. I can tell you that much. My heart wanted New York to win this match. My gut thought Montreal was slightly the better team. Right now, New York is doing what they got to do. Scored off face-off isn't in the Kuwait Hockey League. I don't think they're good enough to score off the face-off, or the defenders are just so bad. Hell, send Mississippi State's club hockey team to Kuwait. They'll probably beat one of the Kuwaitian teams. Or Kuwaiti teams or whatever. Probably. The Ice Dogs beat one of the Kuwaiti teams. I actually would go that far. Cross in. Header cleared. I guess my gut is correct so far. I guess my heart is correct so far. Mike Evans dropped again. Jesus. Giselle is a witch, isn't she? Cross in, header, save! What a save by Sean Johnson. Oh my. The possible future Toronto FC goalkeeper denies Montreal. Kai Kamara misses the header and he's down. But if Sean Johnson is to become a future Toronto FC goalkeeper in about 2 months, that's a good way to make a slight first impression. What a save. What a save by Sean Johnson. No, it was kicked straight at Sean by his defender. Still, that's a good save, though. That's still a good save, though. Still a good save, though. Oh, Kai's just pissed. That's why. They don't have the M over S. That's the one logo you can't mess up. What? The best logo in college baseball. You don't have it? You just have the M State logo? All right. I'm guessing that's what the case is. Watch Kyan score today. I wouldn't be surprised if Montreal loses. Nice. Happy 2 months to y'all. Well, he's a free agent after the season. You know, we need a goalkeeper. And a lot of people are saying Sean Johnson to TFC. So, you know, I would be totally fine with it. Andre Blake's also a free agent too, but I think Philly's going to go a lot harder trying to keep Andre Blake than New York is Sean Johnson. I think it's a little bit more even, the chances of that. Kamara's coming off from Montreal. As you should. Corner for Montreal. Chanot's still on, though. Games on ESPN, the US, TSN, and TVA Sports in Canada. No, Chanot is getting pulled. Keaton Park's coming on for Chanot. Oh, no. I thought Keaton was a good player. What's the problem? What's the problem with that? Or is it the center back thing? Exactly. That's the point. Read out Mike Evans dropped it. Ball hits the middle of the glove and his fingertips. Okay, that's just a horrible drop. Oh, I see how Chanot got, pulled his hamstring, calf. He may not even play if they go through the next game. I'm mad because the formation's been working for us. Yeah, good point. And Chanot's a center back and Keaton's not. He's more of a defensive mid. Yeah, true, but I like Keaton. You know, I believe in him. I told you the game wasn't over yet, though. 14th minute. MLS, it's never over until it's over, especially in the playoffs. Mihailovic throw in. I don't know if he should be taking the throw in, though, but okay. Where's Johnston? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I hate watch Montreal a good bit. Why do you ask? I've hate watched Montreal a good bit this year. Why you ask? Samuel Piet. Keaton's a great player, just worried with us going to a 4-back. I get that. Camacho plays that far. Jordy Mihailovic. And no penalty? Interesting. Sean Johnson should have been goalkeeper of the year. He's a great goalkeeper. Plus, last season was MLS Cup MVP while they're sleeping on him. Because Andre Blake is just as good. I believe Sean Johnson's up there. He should have been top 2. And Alija Zivicic should have been third. I don't know how the hell Drake Callender got in there, frankly. My top three would have been Blake, Johnson, and Ivicic, personally. That would have been my top three. I think Blake's just slightly better, but Sean Johnson is number two. Oh, off the post! Kai Kamara off the post! 15th minute. Oh, my word. It's out. Holy shit, this game's awesome. Just in general. As honestly, I can't say neutral, but if I was looking at it as a neutral, this game's pretty awesome. We need someone marking Kamara. He's looking dangerous. I can see why he's starting now instead of Romel Kyoto. You would think. Waterman! Offside! Offside! Yeah, that was definitely offside. 16th minute, still 1-0. That was Duncan, I think. I said it. Offside, 1-0 still. Andre Blake is better, always has been. Johnson been making weird errors. That's the only reason why. I'd have either in Toronto as a goalkeeper, though. With both being free agents, I'm good with either. And I know Philly's going to go harder for Andre than New York is for Sean Johnson. And Sean Johnson seems like the type of guy that he's looking for not a better opportunity, but we have a chance. We could sell him. Andre, I think he's loyal to Philly straight up. Sean Johnson played for Chicago. He's played for New York. If we could sell him, we could sell him. That's the thing. Philly, there's no way you're getting Andre off of Philly because Andre Blake is loyal to Philly. I'm not saying Sean Johnson isn't loyal to New York, but he could be sold. Andre, though, no. Would I rather have Andre in Toronto? Yes. But I know it's easier to sell Sean Johnson. But who knows? That's more like November problems. End of first, Tampa 0, Panthers 0. That was closer than I thought, but offside. Yeah, Philly's going to go hard for Andre Blake, as I was saying. Again, they're damn close. Like, it's not far off, frankly. Yeah, Sean Johnson makes some stupid errors, but compared to Alex Bono, it's nil. Like, his errors are at least acceptable. You know, I've seen Sean Johnson's errors, and I'm like, yeah, I can understand how a goalkeeper makes that error. Alex Bono has no brain and no composure. His errors, I can't understand. No shame in that game. No shame in that game. Big Macs aren't for breakfast, but no shame in that game. I mean, shit, you got to have breakfast for dinner, so I'm sure lunch for breakfast isn't too bad. I mean, no shame in that game. Ain't it? Holy shit, what happened to Fop Mob? 19th minute goal, free kick for New York. No, but Bono makes too many. And stupid ones at that. Everybody makes errors. I'm not saying nobody's perfect. But I remember, yeah. I remember that. Thiago Martins is very fast for a center back. Seems like some TFC needs as well, but no, Lucas McNaughton could probably do it. Like, it freaking smashed the freaking formation. Like, and nothing changed but the screen. Or the formation screen. I'm like, 20th minute throw in for New York. Yeah, I remember. Andre Blake staying in Philly. If Sean Johnson was to leave NYCFC, it'd be heartbreaking. Hopefully he doesn't go to Toronto around here since Toronto has broken NYC hearts enough. I mean, we have. But that's just business. Free agency is just business. If we sell them, we sell them. It is what it is. I think we can. That's the problem. If we win MLS Cup, I don't think Johnson goes. Well, I don't think you're winning MLS Cup, so I think it's Philly. Unless they get COVID again, it's not happening. But who knows? MLS could go wild in the last 3 rounds with upsets instead of the whole thing, so who knows? MLS is weird. I still think it's Philly. Hell, Austin, I think, wins if it's NYCFC versus Austin, to tell you the truth. Didn't you also say Montreal will win against us? I did say that. You have a point. You have a point. TFC must acquire Dane St. Clair, Minnesota United at any cost. I would like that, but they gave him like a freaking pretty big deal for somebody who's somewhat of a rookie. So younger. So that trade's going to be a fleece. Even if he plays damn well, it's going to be a fleece. Well, I'd rather go the free agent route, but to be honest, I could also see them going for Salvatore Sirigu and just go Italian if we have to, but I like Luka Gavron, but at this point, him being the starter seems like a dangerous game. Backup's fine. Well, I agree with that, but this recent comment. I read that. Whether Montreal face NYCFC face the Union, Philly will make it to the Cup. If Tom Huddleston could play for United U21, Bono could play for TFC too. At this point, nah, he ain't going to take that. He'll probably go to LA. I think the thing for Alex Bono is basically being LA's backup. That's exactly what I see. Because, Greg Vanney will sign one of his guys and be like, here you go. Backup, but here you go. I don't think he's going. It'd be funny if he goes to TFC2 or goes to a USL side, which I think that's his talent level. But Vanney will give him a lifeline. And then somehow Jonathan Bond gets injured for like 3 months and Bono wins the starting job somehow and looks actually good. That's how these things go. Just wait. I'm absolutely ready for it. 23rd minute. Kynes gave Kyle the twister. Twister. Right foot, red. Right hand, green. AJ Terrell just had a very scary injury. Ooh. That sucks. 24th minute. Montreal going forward. Piet. Mihailovic. Oh. Chips it through. Be a goal kick for New York City FC. Impact Montreal, Tifo. Not surprised. Here we go, NYCFC, lol. I think Andre Blake will get his jersey retired for the Jamaican national team in Philadelphia Union. I would agree. Yeah. Well, I don't know if a national team really will retire a jersey, but yeah, definitely. What he's done, he should. But in football, it honestly is more like just if you die. young and you were a legend, you get your jersey retired. It's really hard. They don't really retire jerseys unless it's sort of like that. Like, look at the Wikipedia article on, like, retired numbers. It's, like, mostly dead young legends. It's like only their kids, if they play, could use this number type thing. They don't really retire numbers. Seriously, look it up. So, statue. Maybe MLS is different, you know. Maybe MLS, you know, is more Americanized to the point where they actually do retire numbers. But even then, it's only been 27 years, so we haven't seen it yet. But I say D-Rose should get his number retired by TFC. You think they would? So they haven't yet. That's one European thing they've picked up on, is not really retiring numbers. 27th minute or 26th minute, free kick Montreal. Throw in for New York. That was a horrible pass. And Kai Kamara still. Mihailovic cross, and nobody was there. Keaton Parks plays forward. Camacho playing forward. That's a free kick. Oh, there we go. Anyone know why Bale didn't even make the roster for LAFC the other night? Toe injury, foot injury is what I heard. Somebody said in the comments, I think it was a foot injury. Somebody could check me on that if I'm wrong, but that's what I heard. Which is just absolutely classic Gareth Bale anyway. It's weird to me that they don't, but I'm not European, so I'm more used to retiring numbers. So again, it's just something I don't understand either, and I really can't speak on it. So more like if you're a great player and you last a long time with the club, it's more like you get a retire with a testimonial instead of a retired number and maybe a plaque or a statue or something, which I get it, but again, I've grown up seeing numbers retired and all that in other sports. Maybe MLS will start doing what's normal for American sports. I mean, it's only been 27 years, as I said, of MLS. So there's still players you could have retired numbers of, like Dwayne De Rosario, TFC, Landon Donovan, LA Galaxy, maybe. I mean, could you? Seba Javinko could retire his number. Well, no, you can't really retire the number 10. Yeah, that's a problem. See, exactly. See. See, then the Europeans get pissed off there's like no number 10s in the league because they retired like at least half the teams. And then you have all these expansion teams, and then, yeah. Honestly, I'd just say plaque or statue, frankly. I understand it, but 30th minute, 1-0 New York, Montreal defending. They haven't been out of the game, I can tell you that much. Since New York scored, it seems like they're more offensive or going forward more. Galaxy got destroyed by Rail Hawks, which is sad. They did. Open cup sets, eh? When you don't even expect anything. Header. Bale's good when healthy, which he really is. Rarely is. Yeah. Bale at Real Madrid or Suarez at Liverpool? Suarez at Liverpool. Better. I agree. Or Bouanga, frankly. It's just so funny how LAFC signs Gareth Bale, but they got two better wingers. Christian Tello and Denis Bouanga, and they still have Gareth Bale. How does LAFC get away with this shit? Seriously. Mihailovic. Oh! Blocked away. Damn, if he scored after just pulling that guy out of his jock. Juking that guy out of his jock. That would have been... I'm not even a Montreal fan. That would have been a dub. Johnston. Header. Save! Sean Johnson save off Kone. Oh, my word. What a save, Sean Johnson. Point blank and makes the save. Yeah. And for Bale to get fit before the World Cup, but he's not fit. Great save, Johnson. OMG, Johnson save. What a save, Johnson. Oh, my days, what a save. That was amazing. Point blank, and he just gets there. Man, if Toronto could have a goalkeeper that good, that'd be like the first time since Julio Cesar, and that was only like 13 matches. Or like 2017 Alex Bono, somehow. Honestly, that would be the second time we ever have a goalkeeper that good. If Sean Johnson ever came over, geez. Be awesome, frankly. 33rd minute, and somebody got booked. Morales has the goal, the legend Morales, and he got a card as well. A goal and a card. Tough player, so I'm not shocked. 33rd minute. Joel Waterman almost screwed up that pass, but luckily, for his sake, it didn't go bad. Bad giveaway, though, but here's New York. Possibly could break here. Santi. Or Acevedo. Now there's Santi. And horrible pass. Acevedo just lays off of it, which... Acevedo just laying off of that was an absolute stupid play. Like, it was right in his path, and he walks away. Like, he just pulls back. Like, huh? Easily could have kept possession of that. Easy. And it looked like he was onside, so... Morales. Maxi Morales. Well, your cat seems smart right now. See if this holds. Montreal is definitely helping, I can tell you that much. By shooting themselves in the foot. They've been more of the possession holding team since they got scored on, but they're still trying to shoot themselves in the foot. Which I'm not complaining, but Champions League predictions, UEFA Champions League predictions. I'd need to look at the groups. Stuff's just crazy. But I see Man City winning the Champions League. I think this is finally the year. Erling Haaland is just going to carry them all the way. Seriously. I just don't see City losing with Haaland in the Champions League. I don't think Pep could even screw this up. Piat over the bar. So, I think it's City. I hate to say it, but it's true. Those Montreal jerseys might actually be really nice. I like Montreal's home kits currently, but I think their new logo and their away kits are nice, but with their new logo, it's more impacty. I'm sure they'll do something better. I agree. That also, yeah. Piet just over. I think they could do better, though. I think Montreal could do better with their new logo. Liverpool beats Man City and loses to Middlesbrough. You mean Nottingham Forest. Middlesbrough? This is in 2016. $36 minute. But still, yeah, that is pretty weird that they lose to Forest after beating Liverpool. City. Santi! Cleared. Yeah, Forest. There we go. Yeah, I do. Erling Haaland is a damn robot. I think that was the move the whole time. Get a robot striker. There you go. If Pep somehow chokes with Haaland, and honestly, even 1 year's crazy, but if it's like 2 or 3 in a row, Pep post Barcelona is just a legitimate choker. Well, he is a legitimate choker, but even if he could choke with Haaland, that's just sad. They're still the impact to me. They're still the impact to everybody. Haaland is the Ivan Drago of soccer. Haaland is for real a real striker. Rocky 4 reference. Somebody get the bot. Rocky 4 reference. I know my Rocky movies. Ivan Drago. There we go. Yeah, as I said, Canada's TSN and TVA Sports for French and English. Santi Rodriguez. TVA would probably still be showing it, even if Montreal. Do they, though? But with that being said, here goes Montreal. Mihailovic, and he just stands there, turns back to Piet. New York's playing some good defense. At 3-year time, Vandy versus Mississippi State women's soccer. If they didn't lose to Bama, that would be cool, but they did. Could have won our division. Could have won the SEC West, but Bama somehow is good. Yeah, at least won the Governor's Cup. There's a hole in Oxford that they call Ole Miss. Go to hell, Ole Miss, go to hell. At least they did that. You love to see it. Bama is somehow good, though. '40th minute free kick. Yep. Friday night, Bama beat us. Women's soccer. Then college football, they beat us last night. I expected the loss, college football. I expected that. I didn't know Bama was good. I know. Because this was the year. Bama sucks ass. We could have upset them, but no, they had to lose to Tennessee. We lose to Kentucky. We lose to a bum ass Jaden Daniels and LSU. At least Ole Miss did the same thing. Yeah, I know. It's obvious now. But hey, if we don't win 8 games in the Egg Bowl, Mike Leach needs to go. And we need to hire Deion Sanders. Bring Deion Sanders to Starkville. Because that's honestly the best we could do if we get rid of Mike Leach. But honestly, yeah, just bring Coach Prime. I like Deion Sanders. If it goes to shit, it goes to shit. Mike Leach did already. Mullen's a snake. That snake Mullen went and screwed us. Then we could have got Mike Leach 2 years earlier, but would it even have went that well anyway? They went by name. John Cohen doesn't know what the hell he was doing. He hired a project coach, Joe Moorhead, went to shit. Hired by name. Mike Leach did sort of make Texas and Wazoo good. Thought they could do it for state. And they're still undisciplined like it's 2020, and these are all his guys, and they get all these freaking false start penalties and delay a game and targeting and absolutely undisciplined. Then he can't win a rivalry game anyway. State's sort of better than that. We want more. We don't get it. But free kick for Montreal. But we want more than 8 wins a year. We want the Egg Bowl, and then we want an actual bowl game and actually win it. No, he did win the Armed Forces Bowl, and then there was that giant fracas. Yeah, good point. Alexander Kynes gets a yellow card. Point is, Mike Leach gets fired. I think he's on the hot seat. Probably end up getting fired. Deion Sanders from JSU, Jackson State. Still staying in Mississippi. It's the opposite side of the state and in FBS, but I think he could do it. Jackson State's awesome. So I think he could do it. It's the best we could do. I mean, who the hell else could we get if we fired Mike Leach? Nobody. Because we let Billy Napier go to Florida. We could have had Billy Napier instead of Joe Moorhead in 2018. But no. We got that idiot Joe Moorhead, and then here we are. Could have had Billy Napier. But he's not even good at Florida. Expectations. Hate this referee. All pro referees suck. They will. 44th minute. Mihailovic. That's out for a throw-in for Montreal. 44th minute. Actually, we'll talk about that at half. Cross in. I wonder if Mississippi State could get Gary Pinkel out of retirement. Worth a shot. Shot saved by Sean Johnson. Yep. Canadian legend as well. 4 minutes of stoppage time. As he normally does. Yeah, you're right. What? I don't think we've, yeah. I mean, it is an early-ass match, but you think... Who knows? Shit happens. Who knows? 46th minute. Waterman. And he was about to slip over the ball. Luckily, he didn't for his sake. Waterman feels like... It feels like Waterman's just going to make a giant mistake that loses the game. So unsure of himself. Montreal playing great defense. If only Miami could have played that good a defense. I mean, you want to call Joel Waterman running around like he's Bambi good defense? I mean, sure. Chanel helping coach. I mean, why not? .47th minute. Headed down, Jordy Mihailovic. Still in Montreal. Mihailovic, Kone. And he gets pickpocketed. Comes New York on a break. Santi Rodriguez. Plays through Hebert. Goal! 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 NYCFC! Hebert! What a tap-in, but amazing run there by Hebert. 2-0. New York City FC. 48th minute. New York is sailing. Hebert. What a breakaway. Rodriguez to Morales. It's Seba. It's Seba. There's a hole in Quebec that they call Montreal. Go Dale, Montreal, go Dale. And he was onside too, Hebert. That was honestly more than a tap-in. That was actually pretty composed. Probably New York City FC is doing something good, unlike the last time they choked to Comunicaciones. They almost choked. Almost. They didn't choke. Tenth goal of the season for Hebert. Hebert has done something. Was busy doing something here, plus checking Girona game for Tati. Saw him here. Okay, so BKL's finally here. Nice. 2 for City. Perfect run by Hebert to get in there. Iseba kid was at the Ballon d'Or. Good for him. Good for him. Hebert's not scored a tap-in. This is not a drill. Somebody play that clip of like the Minions acting like they're an ambulance siren. There we go. There you go. I cannot believe this. Halftime, 2-0 New York. I'm not complaining. My bracket's finished. My full bracket's finished. But you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. 2-0 New York at the half. Like I said, NYCFC going back to MLS Cup final back-to-back years. LAFC is a threat in the West, so I need Dallas or Austin to make it to the final. I still think Austin's slightly better. Dallas, you win. Austin, I don't even think you're hosting. You'd have to go to Austin. Actually, that wasn't a problem against Portland, though. Let's keep it going for the second half, NYCFC. I think they may just. Both against the run of play, but yeah, me too. I think Austin's winning the West. LAFC didn't impress me, and I know they won't play as hard as they did in El Trafico against Austin if Austin wins tonight. Dallas, I think LAFC beats, but Austin, no. I see that, but also, that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats. Sit tight, we'll be back. Now this goes. Sit tight. For the stats. But aren't we the same, or do you have New York or something? Stats of the half. Stats of the half. Before we do that. Okay. Stats of the half. We got 62% possession to 38% possession. 8 shots to 2. 3 big chances to 2. We'll just say that. 241 accurate passes, 83% to 121, 67%. 3 fouls to 9, 3 offside to 1, 3 corners to 0, 8 shots to 2, 3 shots on goal to 2. 290 passes to 181, 83% pass accuracy to 67, 15 accurate long balls to 5, 3 accurate crosses to 0, 14 throws to 11, 2 tackles 1 to 6 or 5, 8 interceptions to 4, 0 blocks to 2, 5 clearances to 11, 0 saves to 3, 0 yellows to 3, no red cards on either side. New York is honestly just playing against the run of play. The way New York is playing, they're just playing against the run of play. They're not really completely worried with dominating the game. They've let Montreal just stay on the ball. But Montreal have not really taken any of their chances in the game. New York is just honestly playing a more composed defensive game. Montreal, 2 breakaways allowed pretty much, 2 chances against the run of play they've allowed, and they've looked like they could allow more. New York definitely look the more determined side. They want this more than Montreal. And unlike Orlando, New York can make them pay. Yeah. Yeah, Johnson's made saves, yes. But that's better wording. That's better wording, yes. There have been chances where Johnson has made a save. Yes, that's bad. Yeah, that was kind of bad wording. Makes it sound like they didn't. Yeah. They've had some chances where Johnson's made a save, but they've also been moments where they haven't taken chances. But Montreal has definitely not been as dominant as I would have expected, I should say. And defensively, 8 shots Montreal, 3 on goal. They have not been composed. Montreal. They have not been composed. They're down and they're just absolutely Montreal have not been composed at all. There we go. I was wrong. New York, their experience is showing through. Montreal are choking like the inexperienced playoff team they are, which I'm not going to complain about it. I'm fine with it. I'm happy with it. Exactly. Against the run of play, New York's been absolutely clinical, but that teaches me to not sleep on New York. To be honest, even in 2021, they were faced up with it. They were up against the wall, and they still found a way to win the cup. They could do it again. Shouldn't have forgotten last year, and I sort of did. I'm not going to lie. All of our games were away last year. Well, no, you had Atlanta at home just like you had Miami at home. Technically, home. I thought Atlanta was at Yankee Stadium. I could have sworn. Because New England was at New England, Philly at Philly, Portland at Portland, but I could have sworn. Nobody really remembers the Atlanta match, I guess. My bad. New York's press is working in the first half, definitely. Montreal just has not been composed at all since they've been down. Turns out they can't play well from behind, I guess. Unless it's Columbus, but, Caleb Porter. So, yeah, I agree. Santi's probably been the best player of the game. All the final games running through the Cup last year were definitely away. Yep. 3-1. 1 home, Atlanta. 3 away. Same as what this year could be. 1 at home, Miami. 3 away. Montreal, Philly, and Austin, Dallas, or LA. Well, no, actually, Dallas would be at home if Dallas somehow got there. Austin or LAFC would be on the road. I think New York has more points. All the hard games were away. Yeah, I get that. There you go. That's better phrasing. See? There you go. LAFC won the Shield. New York have been, but haven't broken and have been clinical in the attacks they've taken. LA Galaxy was 4th in the East. Or West. Sorry, West. Sean Johnson being Sean Johnson. I agree with that. But good first half so far. New York fans probably like that Continental Tire ad, and Rory probably hates that Sean Johnson ad. Philly was tied with LAFC in actual points, which is impressive. I agree with that, but it's called wins is the first tiebreaker in MLS, which is weird. But yeah, Philly's just as good. I think Philly's a better team than LAFC right now, frankly. Over the past 2 months, I think Philly's been better. So if I'm being honest, if NYCFC beats Philly again, for all rights and purposes, they should win MLS Cup. Or they should be favored, I should say. But again, I don't have an analytical model. I just have my eyes and the standings. I don't have an analytical poll model yet. So, need to figure out how the JP poll model works, but I got ideas. So, I think there should be an MLS predictive analytical model, frankly. Yep, Giselle's a witch. So Tom Brady was only beating Father Time due to witchery. I should have known the TB12. Well, I knew the TB12 method was honestly sort of a scam. Alex Guerrero was a snake oil salesman, so there you go. Waving flag by Kanon. There you go. Timbers Rose Kit this season was up there as one of the best. Agreed. I say TFC Onyx kit, 2014-15. Onyx away. Montreal, 1 win, 4 losses, 1 draw when trailing by 2 goals this season. They drew Columbus, they beat Toronto, and New York's better than both those teams. And they don't choke, so. Yep. And they pulled Maxey at the half for Justin Hawk. I mean, Maxey's on a yellow, but Justin Hawk? Hopefully this works out. Hopefully this doesn't turn into Chris Gloucester versus Comunicaciones 2.0. You would think the mayor would give us a stadium after last year. Surely we get one now. I think they'll get it. Yep, next summer. Cover it, yep. Why would put in Hawk to hawk it up? So even you're worried. Okay. So you're saying it's possible he does pull a Chris Gloucester circa Comunicaciones Champions League? The flow. I know. The hair. He's got awesome hair. Amazing flow. I'm guessing that's what it is, isn't it? "47th minute. Montreal crosses in, headed away. We'll see. They've only won 1 game down 2 goals in the MLS season. Guess who that was against? Toronto FC. And New York's better. What do you think about Canada versus Bahrain? It's a good friendly for the Canadians to keep their MLS players or get their MLSers fit. So I like it. I like it. Who's Giselle? Tom Brady's now ex-wife. Brazilian supermodel. You spelled it wrong, by the way. Brazilian supermodel, possible witch. Tom Brady's soon-to-be ex-wife because he unretired. Yeah. I don't know if it'll work, though. Park's now the camera, what? I mean, I would guess so. Maybe Acevedo. I guess Keaton would have to be the cam. It's all good. 49th minute. Kamal Miller playing forward Wanyama. Over the top, Lapalainen for Montreal, and that's going to be I don't like that Cushing is being conservative. Go out and get some more goals. I mean, Montreal hasn't really been very composed since they've been down. They're starting to wake up a bit, but there's a chance not behind it, and Hawk almost screwed it up. I guess he almost did hawk it up. Put that into a really bad position. 50th minute. Looks like it. 3-4-3. It's like San Antonio and Austin don't disappoint in soccer. Where did San Antonio come into this from? I know they have a USL club, but they win a playoff game. I know Sacramento won a playoff game. Honestly, I want Sacramento to win the USL championship. Will be fitting after the year they had. That's out for a goal kick. That was a horrible pass. Look at Hawk's positioning. He's letting Kamara through too easily. And they knocked the VAR monitor down. 51st minute. The VAR monitor got knocked down by that pass or clearance. Camacho at the VAR booth. Agent Camacho. Agent Camacho. Agent Rudy Camacho. One Girona, one Osasuna. Kike Baraja in 37 minutes by Osasuna. David Lopez in 45th plus 1 minute with assist by Yangel Herrera by Girona. And looks like Romel Kyoto's coming on for the first time in the playoff. Yep, I remember. Yep. Yellow for Camacho. Tati and Herrera are playing together again. I think again, yeah. I think they were both there at the same time. Tati never played with Herrera. My bad. I knew Herrera was early, but poor America lost yesterday. Poor America. Lol. Yeah, sure. Poor. Poor old America. K-R. I butchered that horribly. Yep, Angelino, yes. First season in the expansion season. Then went over to RB Leipzig, then played for Man City, then went back to Leipzig. Yep. The Mr. Clean. The Mr. Clean looking mofo. At least he did at Man City, but he still did it at NYCFC, I think, yeah. The Mr. Clean looking mofo. 54th minute. He's now at Hoffenheim. Ah. Header save by Johnson. Pachuco beat Liga MX champions. Honestly, Toluca. I say whoever came out of that America Toluca series. Don't sleep on Ignacio Ambriz. Don't. I know Pachuca's good. Don't sleep on Ambrise. 9 shots to 3 for Montreal versus NYCFC. Montreal. Kyans. Oh, Johnston got there. Cleared. That's a corner. Yes, Hawk. Saw that. Let's go, City. Finish them off. Yep. That LAFC game. Talish Magnol coming on. Cross in. Header. Cleared. Even though Hawk didn't really make it easy. Talish Magnol coming in. Say that's not too conservative. Kyoto. Which comment? Worst jersey you've seen, fake or real? That gray 2020 Montreal jersey, that was horrible. The 2021. Let's go, Talish Magno coming on, hopefully, for Hebert. I mean, at least he scored a goal, though. That's better than what you normally expect. Never mind, don't take off Hebert. He's damn good. He's doing good. Okay. Maybe on for Pereira. Yeah, Pereira hasn't really showed up today. I think that should be the move. Yeah, I agree. Pereira scored against Miami, but today, seen a Messi Barcelona jersey with an Adidas logo. Oh, speaking of Messi jerseys, there was this it was Talish Magno for Hebert, yes. There was this fake Messi jersey at Ross in August 2020 when I went that first time. That was Barcelona-like the 2016 jersey, but it had a picture of Messi on the front. So it was more like a T-shirt, but it was horrible. And I'm not a Barca or Messi fan anyway, but that was the only thing I could find out of football shirts was that fake-ass Messi T-shirt that looked like a ripped-off Barca jersey, but they only put a Messi picture on the front. That's the only thing I saw. And hell, even the second time. So either I don't go to Ross regularly, or I just don't have anything at mine when it comes to cheaper football shirts to collect, whether it's MLS or just anything in general. So there we go. Santiago shining Pereira today. I agree with that. 58th minute. World Cup's almost here. I can taste it. Less than a month. Who would have thought? Feels weird. But I can't wait for hot chocolate during the World Cup and at some point well, I don't know if we're doing turkey. But dressing and deviled eggs and potato salad, that's exactly maybe it's the same thing. Do you think Mane leaving Liverpool hurt them? Yes. Yes. Here's a corner for Montreal. Cross in. Header cleared. Eggnog. I don't really drink eggnog. My dad does. I don't. It's not because I don't like the alcohol. I just don't like eggnog. I'm not going to really. Hot chocolate. I like. Penalty for New York, says somebody. Oh, Panamis! Panamis just runs through Pereira. Penalty. Oh, my word. 60th minute. That's horrible. Montreal's getting bounced. They honestly, my God, that's just bad. Talish Magno passes it to Pereira, and Freaking Panamis just goes straight through him. Takes him out at the legs. That's a penalty. Yep, clear as day. Clear as day. Takes him out the legs. Doesn't even go for the ball. Pereira didn't even play it forward to the point where it was Montreal's getting destroyed. I'm not complaining at all. I'm not complaining at all. See who takes the penalty, though. Wipes him like a drum. With a clubbing blow. And another clubbing blow. And another clubbing blow. '61st minute. They're going to have Talish Magno take the penalty. Talish Magno runs up, shot, and Panamis does nothing. It's a goal. Goal, 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 goal. NYCFC 3-0. 3-0. Talish Magno with a penalty in the 61st minute. And Montreal is done. Done. Stick a fork in them. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Boom. What a penalty by Talish Magno. Amazing. Amazing. 8th goal of the season. Regular season and playoffs for Talish Magno. 2 goals in the last 3 appearances. Miami better than Montreal because we lost it 3-0 at NYC and Montreal losing 3-0 at home. Montreal needs to resign from MLS. Don't do that. The 401 Derby is the best derby in the league. Don't do that. I mean, Saputo will probably move him at some point anyway, but, you know. Montreal can't even get to the conference finals. You love to see it. Their best team ever, and they can't even get to the conference final. Their 2016 team wasn't even as good as this team, you would say. There's a hole in Quebec that they call Montreal. Go Dale, Montreal, go Dale. 63rd minute, 3-0. Yeah, I think everybody should stop sleeping on NYCFC. I mean, hell, they've done just as good without Tati as they did with him. NYCFC ain't going away anytime soon. I can tell you that much. The only person I saw backing up NYCFC was Alexi Lawless. That must have felt bad. One thing's not going to Saputo, the MLS Cup. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can't wait to see their opening game of the season next year be empty. Goodbye. Montreal going to need State Farm on their side. Yeah, Drew Fisher is the referee, and we're still winning 3-0. Happy for you. As a Toronto fan, I'm happy for you because Drew Fisher sucks. I mean, every pro referee sucks, but Drew Fisher's like on the top 5 worst in my book. Boom. Cross in from Kyoto. Header! And that's a block away by Kyans. NYC might just beat Philly. After all, Philly only wins 2-1 against good teams or 1-0. Well, I mean, hey, if Philly loses, they have no more excuses. Philly has no excuse if they lose this time. Philly been complaining for a year. Philly's been complaining for a year because of the COVID thing. If New York beats them on even terms at Philly in the Eastern Conference Final this year and they go back to MLS Cup, Philly has to stop complaining. Philly has to stop complaining. They can complain about 2021 all they want, even if they win the conference final. But they lose on even terms to New York for a second straight year. They can't complain about 2021 no more. They can't do it. I think that's fair. I still have them as the favorite, but slightly. But New York could do it. Yeah, this is true. Even with the COVID cases, Philly should have still won. Yeah, because they were ahead and then they blew it. It's not even Keaton Parks and Talish Magno coming back from injury, plus we're without Gray and Morales. Hopefully Tavon Gray's at least back for MLS Cup. That would be... Do you route what you got? I don't know. Just because I'm cursed, do you think the USMNT would lose to the USWNT right now if they face each other? It'll be close, but I think they could, yes. I think the U.S. women's national team could beat the men's national team right now. Women's national team's starting to fall off, but the men's national team is horrible coaching. I think it'd be close, but I think WNT would just edge it, frankly. Look at the image. Already taunting CF Montreal again. Life is good. Hi, Elias, how we doing? Life is grand, gentlemen. Coming to you from abroad. Nice. Lovely. See some of you in Philadelphia. Who should be number one in Qatar? I swear if you don't say Johnson. On form, I think it has to be Sean Johnson. Matt Turner, if he was playing more for Arsenal, I'd say Matt Turner, but Sean Johnson has the better form. Honestly, Sean Johnson has the best form of Matt Turner, Sean Johnson. Zach Steffen or Horvath. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. No. Yeah, I agree. Next year's Canada's year. And Japan's got an easy group. Not an easy group, but they got a advanceable group, same as Italy. All three of my teams should be in the knockout stage next year in Australia and New Zealand. I know that for sure because Canada got a cakewalk of a group. Canada probably has the best chance to win out of the three, but there you go. So, we'll see, though. Yep. Agreed. I'm talking about the Women's World Cup. We were talking about the U.S. Women's. He was talking about the U.S. Women's national team. I'm saying the 2023 U.S. Women's or U.S. Women's World Cup. The Women's World Cup is what I was talking about. Italy's there, though. Oh, they're there. They're not in the Men's World Cup, just like they were in 2018 and 19, but they were in the Women's, though, just like the 2018-19 cycle. So, U.S. Women's National Team hard group? Not really. Well, I got to look back at their group, but it didn't seem that hard. It's the U.S. Women's National Team. They should get through that. Stefan ain't shit anymore. Sweden, England, Canada, perhaps, and Germany are all better than the U.S. Women's National Team. Include France if you must. Yeah, I agree with that. Italy could get there, though. Could. They're going to be World Cup games on Thanksgiving, yes. Yep, TFC. Yeah, U.S. is in the Women's World Cup, like always. Just finished work. How's the game been? It's been a good game. New York's been dominant over Montreal. 3 goals. Montreal hasn't really had a prayer. They've been absolutely... They haven't been composed enough to try to come back. 5-0. 5-0 over Montreal. 5-0 over Montreal is probably where I would start to favor New York over Philly. It depends how it ends at 4-0. But 5-0 would start to be where it really... I might just favor New York. Mason Toy. Lapalainen. I agree. I'm not saying he is pushing for another. I'm just saying, for me, Mason Toy for Joel Waterman, like 4 or 5-0. I mean, I could see favoring New York after a 3-0 win, but it was sort of against the run of play. And Montreal basically just choked, but can't wait to wake up at 3 a.m. on Thanksgiving for the World Cup matches and stay awake till dinner. Might do training outside or something. Doesn't sound too bad. I can imagine seeing a lot of Americans watching the USMNT England match on Black Friday instead of watching NFL or college football. American time. Let's Go City says Juan. They're doing well. 72nd minute. But they're stifling Montreal. So defensively playing well. Offensively, if they score first against Philly, they could definitely stifle them. Because the time in Qatar is just... Ottawa, 0-1 Pacific, 42 minutes. Ottawa leads 2-1 aggregate. They can get the away goals. Oh, it'd be extra time, wouldn't it? Or penalties. Come on, Pacific. Because if the CPL Finals next Saturday between Forge and Pacific, I'll do it. Don't worry. Me too. Looks like Victor Wanyama played his last game. For Montreal, yes. In his career, I'm not completely sure. Honestly, yes. I wish it was Toronto instead, but I'll take Montreal getting owned out of the playoffs. Best team ever. Couldn't even make the Eastern Conference Finals. Goal kick. Don't worry. Oh, wait, no. Now Forge will make it. You don't know Tommy Wheeldon then. You see the first leg? It's going to be more of that at Tim Hortons Field. Today. Yeah, no. Calvary's out. Forge will do what they have to do at home, and then there you go. Does Canada versus Bahrain will be in Bahrain? Do you think Bahrain's home field advantage will affect Canada? No. No. Even with the MLSers, they're still a better team. Home field won't matter. They're not a pushover, but home field won't matter. Still cover it, though. We'll see what happens. Hawk almost made a terrible mistake. But did they score? Santi Rodriguez offside. Yep, 74th minute. Yeah, I could see it. But again, it could be worse. Chris Gloucester could be playing wing back and you blow a 3-0 lead in 20 minutes. Which is exactly what happened in Guatemala against Comunicaciones, but pretty much. They don't have time. They do not have time. They do not have time. Mexico is more screwed, though. Alagueri says, Ale Montréal. What a sweet day. Best early birthday gift ever. Thank you, New York City FC. Canada showing Huawei ads on stadium. Make me feel better that people know Huawei exists. I always knew Huawei exists. Tongue twisted. '76th minute. About 14 more minutes. Man United against Bayern, 2 goals in injury time to win the European Cup. I remember that. Or I don't remember that. Oh, I know they did that. I wasn't alive, so can't say remember, but saved by Sean Johnson. Good defensive play there. But, yeah, exactly. But Montreal isn't that type of team. What about Toronto versus Montreal? We just sucked during that 4-1 derby at home. I don't. Chalk it up to more than that. Quizera, 77th minute. I mean, based. Should have banned TikTok too, but NYCFC sub. Kamara, that's out for a throw. 77th minute. Yeah, I can see it. I think Toronto goes Aaron Long. Jimmy John's or Subway for turkey subs. I don't get turkey subs. But if I go to one of those restaurants where it's Jimmy John's or Subway. Subway. I'd rather have Penn Station, though. But those are actually subs. But Penn Station, great sub restaurant. Just had it a couple of days ago. And Keaton Parks is down. Trump was going to ban TikTok, which was kind of a base move, but Walmart and Oracle came in and bought it up, the American side of it. Yep. Curious board. Yeah. New York making a sub here. Good. Good for Saudi Arabia. Ismail Kone is off. You picked tonight's game in the semifinals between Montreal and Pachuca. Pachuca leads 5-2 on aggregate. Pachuca holds on. Zachary Broguillard for Montreal. Okay, no, they're done. And Joaquin Torres. Zachary Broguillard on for Ismail Kone and Joaquin Torres on for Rudy Camacho. Never had one. I'm not on the East Coast. Pellegrini is on. Matias Pellegrini on for Santi Rodriguez. I know. I was just saying it's nice they beat North Macedonia. That's all I was saying because, well, of course, I hate North Macedonia. Okay, maybe not hate. That's a strong word, but maybe not hate. That's a strong word, but I'm still pissed off about Italy versus North Macedonia. 80th minute. Qatar beat Guatemala today. as I said, Tenaneta ain't really working out, ain't it? Lose to Qatar. Ready for Black Friday, the shopping, not the World Cup. I'm sure they do. As I said, hate was a strong word. I'm just still pissed off about the World Cup qualifiers. Italy losing to North Macedonia. No, the Miami guy. Comes Montreal. Joaquin Torres and Justin Hawk just over. Just the ball rolls under Justin Hawk's body and just stops it. I can see it, but I don't think it happens. 81st minute. 3-0 New York, holding on. '82nd minute. 8 more minutes for New York to move on to the next step of their title defense. Titans are beating the Colts. Did not pick that, actually. Hold on. Not pick Tennessee. Tennessee hasn't been great this year. But Packers over Commanders. Pick that. It was halftime, but still pick that. The Bucks losing 7-0 to the frickin' Panthers. That's going to be a free kick for Montreal, 83rd minute. '83rd minute. 7 minutes plus stoppage time left in this match. Mihailovic. Free kick, 83rd minute. Takes it. Headed on. Still Montreal. Throwing for New York. 84 minutes. 6 minutes plus stoppage time. New York will be through. New York going forward. Here's a chance. Mexico versus Iraq and Costa Rica versus Nigeria November 9. Maybe. Punt just won 112 yards in the NFL. Interesting. '85th minute. Wanyama playing forward. 85th minute. Header save. Goal! Goal! CF Montreal! Jordy Mihailovic. It's 3-1. Not that that does anything, but it's 3-1. Montreal gets one back. Jordy Mihailovic heads it on, and it just rolls off the hands of Sean Johnson. What a howler. Oof. Oof, Maron. Oof, Maron. That was horrible. Oof. Oof, Maron. Nobody's really going to remember that howler, but oof. 3-1. Tampa Bay down 14-0. Are you kidding? To the Panthers. Third consecutive game with a goal for Jordy Mihailovic, but it's probably not enough. 86th minute. Or Tom Brady has only been good because his ex-wife is a witch. And the TB12 method is bullshit. It's 3-1, so it'll end after 90. Unless Montreal scores 2 goals in the span of like 2 minutes. One of his howlers, I guess. 87th minute. At this point, maybe Brady should have stayed retired. Maybe he should have stayed retired, frankly. He's going out like freaking MJ on the Wizards. This is how he's going out. It's sad. Gladly, I ain't really watched a minute of it besides that one Sunday Night Football game, and he was good in that. So, those won't be the lasting memories. 88th minute. Or Giselle is a witch. Hold on. Or Giselle's legitimately a witch, and that's why Tom Brady was beating Father Time, and then he pissed her off. She pulled her power back, and now he looks like a zombie, and he's playing like shit. Or maybe he's just distracted. Them damn TikTok witches got me freaking scared that Giselle actually is a witch, though. Which isn't completely shocking, but I don't know. I never liked Giselle in the first place. Not my place, but who cares? Ninth minute. Ninth minute goal kick. 3-1. New York. '89th minute. Into the 90th minute. Kyans out for a goal kick in the 90th minute. Six minutes of stoppage time. Now, how the hell? Yes. Now, how in the hell is it 6 minutes of stoppage time? 6 minutes stands between New York and going a step further on their repeat tour. Their title defense mission. There we go. The title defense missions. 5.5 minutes. I don't know how the hell. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Tyler Magno struggling. Still scored a penalty. 91st minute. Montreal going forward. Header cleared away. '91st minute. 5 more. Looks like he's picked up an injury. Yeah, it looks like it. I agree. He's back on the pitch, though. 6 minutes stoppage time. I don't know how the hell. Where that came from. Hamstring, yeah. I would guess so, too. 91-20. Header. Cleared. 4.5 minutes left. Montreal going forward. Actually. Throw in. Header. Cleared by New York. 92nd minute. End of the third. Panthers 14. Tampa Bay nothing. 10 minutes of stoppage time in Liga MX. But that actually made sense. Like, where'd the 6 minutes come from? They just came up with that. It's out. Corner kick for Montreal. Corner kick. Mihailovic puts it through. Joaquin Torres right to the hands of Sean Johnson. 93rd minute. 3 to go. You think they could score 2 goals in 3 minutes? I think it'd be fine. '94, 93-30, 2 minutes and a half to go. Header. Cleared. 94th minute. 94 minutes. Two minutes to go. Headed forward by New York, trying to clear it. Still Montreal. They're running out of time. The sands through the hourglass are running through. Punched away by Sean Johnson. Yeah, I think so. If he wins MLS Cup, he could start. If he wins MLS Cup for the second straight year, he could start. Montreal fans are walking the hell out of that stadium. They have been for like 20 minutes. 95th minute. A minute to go. Better to look younger than look older. The longer you look younger for your age, the better. Such is life, though. Better to look younger. You'll be happy about it one day. 1 minute left. New York is moving on, yeah. 30 seconds. That's a free kick for New York. That should be it. 95-40. About to be a free kick for New York. And Tinnerholm gets up. Just bombed the free kick and it's over. Problem. Bomb the free kick and it's over. And that's full time. 3-1. New York City FC. New York have beaten CF Montreal. Montreal, their best season ever. They have been eliminated. New York will go back to the Eastern Conference Final for the first time, or for the second time straight. First back-to-back appearance for New York. Their second consecutive. Their first back-to-back. Their second appearance overall. New York has eliminated Montreal. They will be able to defend. They have a chance to defend the Eastern Conference crown next week. And if they do that, they'll have a chance to defend their MLS Cup. 2 steps away from a repeat. Can they make it? We'll find out. But Montreal falls to the wayside. This was their moment. They had to take it, and they just couldn't finish. Montreal is out. Their best team ever is gone. New York is to the Eastern Conference Finals to play Philadelphia at Philly. Should be a good match. Philly slightly better still. It's going to be a very close line, though. But I still think Philly's slightly better. And if I had a... Hi-oh! With that being said, New York is through. Next week, the Eastern Conference Final versus Philly at Philly. The rematch of the 2021 Eastern Conference Final. Will Philly get their revenge, or will Montreal... Or not Montreal. Will New York... Will New York still be able to defend their title? We'll find out. With that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on live streams. Tell your friends, put this in play, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I will see you at 7 o'clock for Austin versus Dallas, and then I'll review that game once it's over. But a little bit of a break. About a 5-hour break. 4:45. 4 hours and 45-minute break. See you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations, NYCFC.